Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Sunday, June 11th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I connect to nature, nurture, to expand my consciousness. And as I was writing it out, I was like, I connect to nature or nurture because it's like we still have this 20-degree energy through half of the day, this nurturing energy that natures us, this nature energy that nurtures us. See the combination, it's happening. So we're connecting to nature, to nurturing us. We're connecting to nurture, to nature ourselves, to help ourselves get into our true nature, to help expand. And we've got some interesting lessons through this nature nurture expansion today. We have the moon in Capricorn. The moon in Capricorn connecting us to physical element, connecting us to earth energy. And this moon is making two slightly challenging connections today. The first connection is to Jupiter. So we just had Jupiter go direct with that full moon. It was on Friday. Jupiter direct is at 13 degrees. So there's this revolution, evolution energy that's still happening when it comes to expanding, learning about, understanding, find the goodness in relationship. The relationship with ourselves and the relationship with others. I love what Nikki says, we are one and we are one. Recognizing the oneness, nurturing the oneness, naturing, understanding the nature of the oneness in we are one and we are one. And that's what I really feel like is the message in this energy. And funny enough, I just was working through this and I've got it. I've got it in the cards. Like, so clearly. And I'm like, can I translate this? So this connection, moon in Capricorn, ties us into responsibility. It can tie us into responsibility, but I really like it at the higher level to tie it into our responsibility, which means we're first and foremost responsible for ourselves. We have to honor ourselves. We have to respond in ways that is appropriate from ourselves, that's true to ourselves. You need to be your priority, honoring yourself, not dishonoring yourself, not hiding that energy, being like, oh, I'll take care of myself later. No, understanding the priority of showing up in and for yourself. That square with Jupiter is very interesting because we've been just having this Jupiter retrograde, which has really pulled us within. But now we're like, okay, taking these lessons and moving outwards into relationship. Can you show up strong in the world? Strong the way these trees, they're interacting, they're supporting each other, and yet they are fully rooted in and of themselves. This is not codependent energy. This isn't about falling into relationship and be like, oh, take care of me, or I will take care of you. I will be the hero for you. It's like, no, here I am. I am the hero in my own life. I know how to show up for me. This is part of this revolution. Breaking free from those paradigms where it's disharmonious. It's not healthy. It's not serving any of us. And so we have an opportunity through this energy today. What is my responsibility to me? And knowing that when you are responsible for you, when you are showing up in your full goddess or in your full priestess or in your full God energy, in your full light as that lighthouse, here's how you will stand in this world. And there will be no need for that codependent, I will save you kind of thing that goes on so often because, you don't need to save them. You're going to show them the way by being that lighthouse. And I did this analogy with a client the other day. Like some of us are out there being these boats, scooping up all these people in the boats, but everybody has kind of their own boat. Everybody's kind of rowing their own boat. Meanwhile, what if we had lighthouses that were like, oh, see, there's rocks here. Don't go here. Be that lighthouse. You don't need to be the boat that's carrying everybody else and that's sinking from the weight of everybody else. Be this lighthouse. Show the light. Okay, so that's that first connection. I hope that makes sense, but it's what's coming through. Somewhat clear. The message is coming through, just translating the energy of the message into words is interesting. The second connection is with Neptune. Neptune, attuning us to the oneness of all that is, helping bring some understanding of why this works. Mama goddess energy, like how the earth shows us how this works. The earth is like, I'm taking care of myself. When I need to be a volcano, I will be a volcano. And yet at the same time, in my bountiful earthiness, I am creating these vegetables. I am creating these beautiful fruits. I'm creating oxygen through the plants. Everything works in this symbiotic, beautiful nature when you are showing up in your full power. So that moon Neptune energy is showing us, hey, when you show up, look, everything grows and flows, or glows too as well. The final aspect may be the most challenging as the moon meets up with Pluto. Moon-Pluto energy is intense. Emotions, the emotions around responsibility meet ultimately the planet of empowerment. But first there's this transformational energy. And Pluto energy can show us the lightest light and where we are empowered, and yet it can show us where we are still hiding out, where we're still looking for a hero. The song, I Need a Hero, I'm holding out for a hero until the end of the night or whatever, that just popped into my head. And this is like, really? Is that how you want to show up? This connection is happening at 18 degrees. Let's break that down. 1, the degree of the heart. First, are you honoring your own heart? What will you do with your one precious love that you have been given to honor and love the world with through honoring and loving yourself? There's that. Then we have that 8-degree energy, which is how are you showing up in this infinite loop of energy that we're always flowing in and through. It adds up to that 9 energy, which is passion. Are you honoring your passion? And many of us are not, because it can be scary and it can be hard to figure out what it is. And then it's like, do I actually have permission to live the life that I came to live? We're still looking for this permission outside of ourselves. And it's like, yes, you have permission to grow into the mighty oak that you are here to be. Can you allow yourself? Can you nurture yourself? Can you nature yourself into expanding into this mighty oak that you came to be? It's up to us. The overall feeling, though, is how are you going to nurture yourself? How are you going to show up for yourself in and through this energy? The moon in Capricorn reminds us, it is up to you. It is your responsibility in showing up in this way. And if you're not, it's nobody else's fault. This is your own. As an adult, this nice little flyaway wing that I have here. As an adult, it is your choice in any given moment, and it is your empowerment. It is your power to show up in and for yourself. And I love this card. I've never pulled this card. I pulled Dragonling Garden. And it's a new world is born. And a new world is born by releasing these codependent energies and really stepping up into ourselves and being like, this is what I need to do right now. This is what's appropriate from me. I am connected. I am harmonious. You know, we've been working on finding this harmony within ourselves, in and of ourselves. So the thing, I'm going to read this. You've claimed your place in the world, reborn and tender, yet strong and honorable. As you represent the possibilities of humanity, you've learned the shapeshifter's lessons. This is the final card in the deck, by the way. You've learned the shapeshifter's lessons. You have understood that while you are reborn, so too is the very world. You must now shift the focus from self alone into we, the us, the bond or connection between us all. You will not lose yourself again as you once thought you would. Know now that the world's future has changed and the time you have been waiting for is now, and you must choose something bigger than just your own oneself. You must choose something transcendent to walk with. You must shift the focus from the old self, for that self has fallen away, and here you are anew. It is a shift from the focus from the old self and 1,000 petty worries and complaints that you can conjure, and you will be of service. You will do kind things. You will be cared for. There will be no further need to worry, only to live well and in kindness, serving something greater. When you have chosen to do this, something truly miraculous will take place. The people and the beings of the old world will fade away, and you in your new world will be happiness, bliss, and an enthralling contentment. Now we are free. Now we are the dragonlings. And this new world is born through this personal responsibility and showing up in this way. And when you show up in this way, you will show up in each and every person's life in the role that you're meant to play, and not trying to take all the roles, because you don't have to play all the roles. None of us have to play all of the roles. None of us are responsible for everybody. All of us are responsible first and foremost for ourselves, and then as we show up in that responsibility, it all plays out in this beautiful symbiosis cycle, which I think I called it a symbiosicle, like a symbiosis bicycle. So, symbiosicle. That is the made-up word of the day. So, that is it for today. Book a reading if you want to dive deeper into your own chart. I have my sale still going, $44 for half an hour, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.